Hey guys, welcome to Rhino Easy. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you the difference of the interface between Rhino 5.0 for Mac and Rhino 6.0 for Windows. So let's get to it. So this is the interface of Rhino 5.0 for Mac, which by the way, this is what I'm using. I'm working on a Mac computer. And at the top, you can see in the red square, this is the top toolbar. This is the tab toolbar on Rhino for Windows. As you can see, there are very small differences. So this is where you enter the commands for the software on Rhino for Mac, and this is where the command history is. In the Windows version, there is no command window, there is a command line, and this is where you enter the commands you want to use. In this example, the command extrusion distance was entered. This is where the layer tab on Mac version is located, and this is what the icon looks like. Here is where the layer window in the Windows version is, and this is what the layer icon looks like. And here is where the OSnap toolbar is located in the Mac version. In the Windows version, here is where the OSnap toolbar is located. So this is the side toolbar for Rhino for Mac. And this is where the side toolbar for Windows is located. In the Rhino for Mac version, this is where the status toolbar is located. In the Mac version, here is where the status bar is located. Before we start, I would like you to draw a box. So, if you notice, on the toolbars on the left side, there is an icon of a box. Left click on it. Go anywhere on the screen on the top viewport here. Left click once. Drag the mouse to the bottom right side of the screen. Click second time. Now go to the front viewport and somewhere here click once again. If you see like a wire view of this box, in order to have it shaded that looks solid, click on this icon here, the shade icon on the toolbar. Once. That's it. I'm going to teach you gestures, and I do not mean flipping the birdie. We are going to learn Rhino design gestures. The first gestures we are going to learn is how to rotate. In order to rotate, you are going to use your mouse or trackpad. The object can be rotated on the perspective viewport only. The same gestures on the other viewports will pan the window and it will not rotate the object. In order to rotate using the trackpad, press with 2 fingers and slide them to the direction you would like to rotate the object. As you can see, the same gesture on the other viewports pans the window and does not rotate them. Now, I will show you the same gestures using the mouse. In order to rotate the object using the mouse, keep your finger on the right clicker, drag the mouse sideways or up and down. As you can see, the same gesture on the other viewports pans the window and does not rotate. In order to pan the perspective view, hold the Shift key and hold the right click on your mouse and drag the viewport. There are 2 ways to zoom in and out using the mouse. One way using the wheel on the mouse, like this, and another way is to hold the control button while pressing the right clicker and dragging the mouse. Zooming using the control button rather than the wheel gives you more control when you want to do fine zooming. By default, the viewport is set to a 4-viewport layout. Double-clicking the title will change it to a 1-viewport layout. Double-clicking again will bring you back to a 4-viewport layout. Right-clicking the title opens a menu with many view options. I will focus on the 3 most important ones. Wireframe. I use this feature all the time. It helps me understand the structure better and solve many structure errors. Rendered view helps me see the object without all the curves and wireframes, which can be very distracting when you want to have a better understanding of how the object will look when it's printed. Set view. There are 2 more viewports angles that you do not get in the default, which is left and bottom. To drag an object, press the left clicker while dragging the mouse. I do not recommend dragging the object from the perspective viewport because it is hard to control the direction and distance you want to drag it to. In order to drag an object along the X and Y direction, press the Shift key while dragging the object. There are 4 ways of selecting multiple objects. One way is pressing Ctrl-A if you want to select all the objects in the viewport. Second is to hold the Shift key while left-clicking your selected object. Third is to place the pointer at the top left side of the object you want to select and drag the mouse to the bottom right corner of the object. Make sure that the entire object is within the window that the pointer has created. Fourth way is to place the pointer at the bottom right side of the object, and while pressing the left clicker, drag the pointer to the direction of the top left side of the object. However, in this case, the object does not need to be entirely inside the window the pointer has created. The grid in this viewport is divided to 1 mm and 10 mm squares. These are the units you should use when designing jewelry. If the units in your Rhino is set to something else, you can modify them by going to File, Setting, and the Unit tab. And here you can change to your preferred units. If you're using Windows version, go to File, Properties, and you'll see the units on the left side column. If you would like to start drawing from a meeting point on the grid, make sure the Snap button on the status bar is pressed. As you can see, the software does not allow me to click in between the cubes. Once I turn it off, now I can click wherever I want.